Hi, pre-K friends. I'm Miss Jessica, and I'm back to read you a story today. We are going to read Bear Snores On. And today I have a helper. This is Grace. She's going to help me tell the story. So today, instead of me showing you the pictures in our book, we're going to use this. Grace, what is this thing that we made?
It's our cave.
It's our cave. We're going to use our cave, and Grace is going to help me put the animals from our story in the cave when we hear them in the book. So instead of looking at the book today, we get to look at our cave and watch the animals come in. All right, here we go. So we're reading Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman, and it's published by Simon & Schuster. Here we go. Bear Snores On. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. You can help us today too. When I get to the part where we say bear snores on, you can help us say those words. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark, so he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Great. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And Hare hops in. "Oh, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips, wee slurps, Hare burps, big burps, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniffs, snuffs in the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor.
Wait, is this the gopher?
Yep, here comes the gopher. There he is. He's tunneling up right through the floor. Here comes the mole. Tunnel, tunnel.
Wait, should the mole go right there or right there?
Either one. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper fleck makes the bear achoo! Oh, there goes the sleeping bear. He's not in the cave anymore. Oh, now we have an awake bear in the cave. He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Can you freeze? Nice job. But the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. "You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping and I've had none." And he whimpers and he moans and he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Oh, thanks for finding the mouse. Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. Oh, thanks, Grace, for helping. Look at all these characters from our story. We have the bear, both awake and sleeping. We have the mouse. We have the hare, the badger. We have a mole. Oh, that's the bat. Wait, who's that?
That's the gopher.
That's the gopher. That's the mole, the wren, and the raven. Even grown-ups forget sometimes. So there are all of our characters in the cave. Thanks for helping us with our story today. We'll see you again soon. Bye.